Welcome back to Radio Entrepreneurs. Again, my name is Jeffrey Davis. It's been a busy time right now. I don't know about other people, but I've been hopping and we've been hopping. Our next guest, returning friend of Radio Entrepreneurs, Chris Bond of Murphy Business, right?
That's the one.
First, tell us again about Murphy Business.
Sure. We are business brokers for small company transactions. So we do two things: help a business owner understand the likely market value of the business, and then when the time is right, which is a big deal, timing things right, we help them get the business sold.
Okay. A lot of deals going on now?
Yeah. Although my model is based more on an advisory service, helping people figure out the timing of the sale of the business, as I said before. So roughly 60% of the time when I do an opinion of value on an owner's business, my advice is it's the wrong time. We should wait 6, 12, 18 months and get some things shipshape so they're in a better spot. So the ideal referral for me is when somebody's thinking a year or two down the line, as opposed to yesterday. You know, I'm burned out. I got to get out of this thing. The ship's taking on water. You know, I'm halfway to Florida in my mind. Those kind of deals don't work well for me at all.
Right. Are there particular targets that you like to look at and work with?
Targets, what do you mean?
Types of companies you like to work with?
Yeah. Manufacturing and distribution especially.
Uh-huh.
And there's a lot of activity in those areas these days.
And you're working on the sell side, right?
Only. Yep.
Only on the sell side.
Yeah.
Right.
So lots of folks in
all
their
local businesses?
Yeah, all Greater Boston. Yep.
Okay.
So lots of folks in their 60s and 70s who are, they have kids that don't want the business. They have employees that can't afford to buy the business, even if they did want it. So it is a challenge for them to understand what I call door number 3. I think I've told you that before on prior shows. Door number 3 being exploring a private sale, going out and very quietly and confidentially talking to folks that might want to acquire that business. The neat thing at the base of the pyramid, as we call it, on the small end of the spectrum, so picture these are all businesses doing under $5 million a year in revenue and typically under $500,000 a year in net income or earnings. There's a lot of folks that are interested in acquiring businesses like those, especially these days in manufacturing. The problem is, and where I like to think I add a lot of value with my clients on engagements, is figuring out very quickly the 90% of the inquiries that aren't really sincere. The commercial realtors or realtors in general call them foundation kickers. These are the people that fantasize about buying a business, just like they fantasize about buying a particular home or building. My job, my primary role when I have an engagement is to quickly figure out who these people are and protect my client from wasting time with them. In 2012, we had a lot of activity in the fourth quarter because of the expiration of the Bush tax cuts. And then things got quiet. It feels like we packed a lot of work into the last quarter or two in 2012. So it got more difficult the last 2 years, and that has all changed. I think anybody who's weathered the last couple of years and figured out how to have more of an advisory practice rather than needing to close a lot of deals has actually done fairly well building pipeline. So that's all coming home to roost now in 2015. All the work, I think I did 55 or 58 opinions of value in 2013 and 14 combined. And all those folks that weren't ready or just more curious at that time, a lot of those folks are circling back now. They are 2 years older or a year older. They are a year or two closer to wanting to move on, and we're helping them do that. So yeah, lots of interesting deals going on right now.